Welcome viewers, Dr. J.W. Ayub. Australia failed political architecture. Who gets to define harm? Viewers, what happens when the meaning of harm becomes as political important as the behaviour itself? A person says something controversial, nobody's threatened, nobody's physically harmed, but someone says the words made them feel unsafe. That claim matters. But what happens next matters too. An employer, university, government agency or online platform must decide whether the complaint describes genuine harassment or legitimate disagreement. And suddenly one word carries enormous institutional and establishment power, carries harm. Because whoever defines harm can influence what requires intervention. The mechanism becomes the offence, then the claim of harm, then institutional validation, then intervention, then precedent, then expanded definition, then more speech captured. Viewers, there are good reasons institutions protect people from intimidation, harassment and discrimination. But subjective distress and objective wrongdoing are not automatically the same thing. Viewers, if every uncomfortable argument becomes harmful, difficult conversations become increasingly impossible. If every claim of harm is dismissed as oversensitivity, genuine victims lose protection. So neither extreme works. The real challenge is establishing a boundary capable of surviving political disagreement. What happened? What was actually said or done? Was someone threatened, targeted, or discriminated against? Or were they confronted with an idea they strongly rejected? Because viewers, Australia cannot eliminate every experience of offence without eliminating much of disagreement itself. And once institutions acquire responsibility for preventing increasingly subjective forms of harm, another question emerges. That is, viewers, let me ask you, who protects people from genuine harm without giving institutions the power to define disagreement itself as harmful? Do you believe disagreement itself is harmful? Well, at that point, the argument's no longer simply about speech, is it? It's about who gets the authority to draw the boundary and decide what's harmful and what's not, whether it is or not. And that's why Australia's political architecture has failed.